Welcome back, guys, to Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies, where last episode we finally got to examine the crime scene, the art room, and met Hugh O'Connor going around seemingly the first witness that we may be up against in the next day of trial. However, now we've found, of course, little Robin Newman, who is at our beck and call to talk to, who has a videotape, a disc, a CD, whatever, DVD, that's the one. I knew I was getting there. We'll get there with the process of elimination of the mock trial that took place. Maybe there's some information to get from there if I can have a look myself. But first of all, let's ask why Robin confessed. About your confession today, why'd you do it? Because Juniper hadn't done anything wrong. I had stopped the trial by any means possible. Right, the end justifies the means. So you're a follower of Prof Means too? Prof Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Prof Court. I liked them, but she brushed that off like a pro. But with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law. Well, I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. I'm just going to point out. Take a certain Klavier as an example. You can do both. No! My parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor! But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up on being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash. I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally makes sense. Yeah, I suppose so. But that doesn't make what she did right. Right, the day of the crime. Could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder? Finishing a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. You made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gammon, didn't you? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Both of them. This is just formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at the time? Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now? No, that's not what I meant. Both Hugh and Robin were still at school after 7 PM, but neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Prof Court? Right, now that the secret's out then. Have there been any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl? Haha, no worries there. I discussed the matter with Prof Court some time ago. I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf. Wow, they must really like you. I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes. That's why, Athena, I simply must have this and this by any means possible. What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Oh, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please. A stage costume related evidence has been taken in classic end justifies the mean style. Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead. Right, tell us about the snitch then. There's a rumour going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests. And reporting it all to one of the professors. You sure that's not Miriam? But why would anyone do that? Officially, I heard it's to seek out misconduct among the student body. But rumour has it, grades were being bought and sold through the surveillance network. That's bribery! The situation at Feminist Legal Academy is worse than I thought. While all this is important stuff, I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about. Though. Okay. Though. So I need to present stuff that we got from the art room. What am I presenting? The statue of Lady Justice, maybe? Oh, Lady Justice. That's so cute. You think this is cute? Yeah, totally. The balance of the scales. The keenness of the sword. The cracks running all the way up. That last one's only because I put it back together. Ooh, I totally know what you mean. It's that feeling you get when something is cute. You want to smash it to bits. So cute, even. Right. Rah! Sorry, but that sounds more like a case of the crazy than a fondness for the cute. So it's definitely not that. So what am I looking at here? The weird statue. We could present that, maybe. That's within the art room. There's a picture as well that Robin drew. Painted, whatever. Robin, I just remembered something I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? Yeah, the one on the right. Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense. It has to be one of Prof. Court's creations, man. Prof. Court's artistic sense. Okay. Oh, we actually got something out of that. Prof. Court's artistic sense. That's the tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and very eclectic. In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Prof. Court's works, wasn't it? The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Prof. Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So, this is the statue in its proper state? You bet! Just look at that wild silhouette! Wow, it's so cute! I don't get it. Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this? Yes? Athena. The Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage. Alright, I didn't realise before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage? So it didn't look like Lady Justice, it looked like that? Man, that's some modifications. So it was found broken on stage. Professor Court had remade it into a completely different looking statue the day before the mock trial. Well, I think that about covers it. Okay, then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. So how do you want to watch it? All classroom desks in this school have their own built-in computer, you know. Wow, this place is definitely a lot cushier than I thought. Look at the place, Apollo. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech. Good afternoon. Is this Prof. Means? I imagine it is. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. Oh, sounds like Prof. Means. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival, will begin shortly. Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah, it's in a fixed position in front of the stage. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. How come teachers' speeches always make me so sleepy? Let's just skip to the end of his speech. Now, let the mock trial begin. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Judy so large in this shot? Looks to me like she cut right in front of the camera. Juniper was also in charge of the audio, even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself. She had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. When she wasn't in the trial, she was in the audio control room dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like. Looks like there's a judge bench back by the screen and a witness stand up front. What about those balconies with the professors' names on them? Those are the faculty seats. Prof. Means and Prof. Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay, lecture hall diagram's been added to the court record. Okay, let's fast forward this a bit. And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty! That was me. Could you tell? No. Objection. A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so. You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird. Yes, I did. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script. I think Juniper's going to speak next. I didn't do it. I suffered a breakdown. Pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Wow, what an emotional performance. She put a real actress to shame. She has recorded audio of her shouting, "You're a goner." Not good. Not good. Wait, could you go back and play that scene again? You really think that's necessary? Remember the edited bit of that text? I didn't do it. I'd suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it. Stop, did you hear that? I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again. No, I think we get it. I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it. Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line we just heard to the case. There we are.
Take that!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. You're a goner! Our voices and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening. It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, one made from the mock trial video, and that means this evidence was fabricated. I didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So basically the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. Wait a second. No way! Prof means credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get the tape analysed as soon as possible. So the tape recorder's been updated. It says the voice on the tape says you're a goner, just like in Junior's script. It may be a fake. We already have kind of proof to that. Okay, who's this? Guessing means? Allow me to assist you with that. No, it's Klavier. Prosecutor Gavin, at least make some kind of noise so we know you're there. Excellent. He has sound engineering experience. Brilliant. It's go big or go home with Rockstar Industries, Fraulein. Timing is everything. Let me make a copy of that tape right now, and then I'll get you the results as soon as I can. I trust that would be alright. Very much so. Thanks. Well, Athena, it almost sundown. Isn't it about time we head over to the detention center? I think Junior will agree that this is something that could prove her innocence. But will her heart really be open to accepting it? She had to have known this was what I'd find. Do you think Prof Means is here? Alright, so we move to the detention center once again. Is this the end of our investigation? And that about covers the main gist of our investigation. I see. Very interesting. You being quite the busy beaver today. Thank you for your hard work, Athena. Well, my time's about up, and it will be getting dark soon, so... Junie, you must be tired after being on your feet all day. You should go home and... No, wait. You have to listen to me. I don't want to hear anymore. I know what you're going to say, Athena. Junie, you promised. We're going to discover the truth behind this murder mystery. And we're going to bring you solid evidence showing just what that truth is. If we succeed in doing that, I want you to promise that you'll accept it, Junie, no matter how hard it is to hear. Okay, but only if it's the real truth. So please just listen to what I have to say. Once you've heard me out, I'll let you decide what to do. Right. So let's talk about the suspicions about O'Connor. The voice in this recording has been proven to be yours, Junie. And in the mock trial video, we can hear you reading your line from the script. We're having both of them analysed now, but from what I can tell, the voices are the same. And the only one who'd benefit from faking the voice recording would be Hugh. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, Hugh confessed in order to protect me. This may sound strange, but his confession is a ploy to make himself look less suspicious. In other words, he was just pretending to protect you. Besides, his confession came after you and Robin had already confessed. If he hadn't confessed right then as well, wouldn't that have seemed a little suspicious? Say what you will, Athena, but none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
Ho! Ho!
Wait, Athena. My bracelet reacted just now. It did? But why? Junie, can you look me in the eye and repeat what you just said? Oh, none of us would hurt a fly, let alone kill someone. Hugh is a gifted student. He gets outstanding grades and never causes trouble.
It's gotta be the never causes trouble part.
Now I'm sure of it. She's lying.
Right then. The power of perception comes into play once more. What am I looking at? Probably not down there. So this is another sentence. And another sentence coming up now. Oh. It's the scarf. She twiddling it? It's like looking all around. It's usually body, not clothes. But still, there it is. Maybe I should look further down. I mean, it's kind of inappropriate, but still.
Gotcha!
We've gotcha!
Juniper, you start coughing when you're under stress. You can't hide it from me no matter how hard you try. When you said, and never causes trouble, a cough escaped and made your scarf flutter. As for why you were stressed, it's because you were lying. Junie, you're trying to hide Hugh's connection to this case, aren't you? And I believe that also ties into a secret about yourself. A secret? About me? I don't understand.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Juniper's not all sunshine and rainbows like you think she is.
He ended their friendship after he found out about Junie's secret, which means Hugh must have felt betrayed by Junie, making her
the killer and accomplice. We don't want either of them. Obviously, the only choice here is the snitch in question.
You were Prof. Court's snitch, weren't you? There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests. And reporting it all to one of the professors. And while fulfilling that role, you learned something about Hugh you'd rather forget. I don't know what you're talking about. Junie, please, stop hiding things from me. I hate having to force things out of you like this. Looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Time to review the evidence to see if I can't prove my hypothesis. I must have something that proves Junie's a snitch and Hugh's connection to the case. So...
Well, if Court is the one who was being snitched to... Routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Is the routine report the snitch report? Meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Or maybe he was the snitch. One of them's a snitch. Is it this piece of paper I have to, like, declare? We've also got the scrap over here, October Hugh 120. which we have no clue what means. Maybe we should ask means what means. But still, let's present court's planner, because it shows there was contact with Hugh. Either he was the snitch, or this is a talk about Hugh, and she's been snitched upon. I don't know.
Take that!
Do we take penalties at this stage anymore? Right here in Prof Court's planner, it says, routine report. I believe this is meant to mean when the snitch would report in to Prof Court. I also believe Prof Court planned to meet Hugh in private based on the snitch's info. And from their meeting, Hugh must have put 2 and 2 together and figured out your secret. So you see, it all makes sense only if you're the snitch, Junie. Ah! Forgive me. Forgive me, Athena. I've been lying to you this whole time. The truth is I suspected Hugh from the start. You did? Now this is surprising. I'm so sorry. I talked about friendship so much, but I've been a terrible friend. Juniper, I don't have that special kind of hearing that Athena does. But I don't need it to sense the pain you're feeling inside. And its intensity is directly proportional to how you feel about your friend. Am I right? Apollo! Please, Junie, tell me why you suspected Hugh. I have a feeling that will be the key to getting to the bottom of this whole case. Alright, and now it's open. The suspicions about O'Connor. What exactly was your role as class snitch? Prof Court had told me how Academy alumni had strayed from the path of justice. The dark age of the law, huh? She didn't want any more of our students going astray like that. A few others at the Academy shared her view. I thought her ideas were beautiful, though sad and unrealistic. She asked you to be her eyes and ears, didn't she? I used to report to her once a month about any wrongdoings I'd seen or heard about. And that report session in a planner, the one from October 22nd, was a part of that? Yes. That's when I reported Hugh to Prof Court. She snitched on her own friend? Well, sometimes friends gotta do bad things for friends to keep them on the right path, you know? I had accidentally overheard Hugh talking. What did you hear? He was talking to someone on the phone. I think it was one of his parents. What were they talking about? Something about having paid money for good test scores. I only overheard him talking, so I never did find out who the money was going to. What? That's bribery. Hugh was buying his way through school, and if that's the case, then that evidence that always seemed out of place might actually be about his secret. I guess, directly referencing Hugh would be this. Hugh 120. What does 120 mean?
Take that!
We found this while we were investigating the stage. It's got Hugh's name on it. I didn't know what the number meant at the time, but now I'm hearing about bribes. It must mean that a bribe of 120 grand was to be paid in October. What's more, take a look at this mark. That same mark is on the page of the Prof Court's planner. Hey, you're right! Ugh. Wait, but why would Prof Court have that kind of information in a planner? You don't really think the person who was taking the bribe money was... It's just a possibility at this point, but it may indeed have been Prof Court. But... That is impossible. She'd be the last person I'd ever suspect of accepting bribes. Like I said, it's just a possibility, but a rather good one. Maybe their private talk had to do with the possibility of the bribery being exposed. And what started out as a little argument soon got out of hand. It's not your fault, Junie. Anybody would have suspected Hugh if they knew what you knew. No, I don't believe that alone would have driven him to murder. There's another reason why I suspected Hugh. You've got to be kidding me. There's another reason? Right, what's the other reason then? I saw Hugh around 7 PM the day before the mock trial. Oh, so she's finally ready to talk about that.
When I saw him, his... Oh, Athena. Don't... Use some medicine. Junie, are you alright? Just try to relax and tell me what happened.
I never wanted to see what I did. But I'll have to live with it, won't I? In that hallway, Hugh's hands... His hands were dripping with blood.
His hands were dripping with blood. What? But why? What am I going to do? Deep down, I know Hugh can't be the killer. But my mind keeps telling me he is, no matter how hard I try to convince myself he isn't. Oh, what am I going to do? Hugh, he's... I can't take this anymore. Athena! So she hid the fact that she had seen Hugh and said she went home at 6 because she wanted to avoid talking about what she saw. Junie, it must have been terrible holding all of that in. But it's gonna be okay. I'll get to the bottom of this. And that's my promise from one good friend to another. I'll be defending Juniper tomorrow. If that's okay with you, Professor Means.
My main concern is whether you can defeat that prosecutor. But I won't try to stop you. I will be watching from the gallery, and shall look forward to seeing what sort of results your methods can produce. Good luck tomorrow. Now, if you would excuse me.
Athena, I'm sorry. I really mean it. I wish I'd trusted you from the start. You have to uncover the truth tomorrow. I know you can do it.
Don't worry. We already know that the prosecution's key piece of evidence is a fake. And thanks to you, we figured out the motive too. Let's give this our best shot, Athena. Let tomorrow be the day Juniper walks free.
I wouldn't have it any other way. We should be all ready now. What could possibly go wrong this time? Still, there's this strange, uneasy feeling I can't shake. I better be imagining it.
To be honest, you've got to hope the prof caught was she who was being bribed. Because if not, there's another actor at play. As the second day of investigation comes to an end, do we have everything we need to go to trial? We'll find out next time on Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies as we head straight into the battlefield. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.